This is the new Archer Pro flashlight by Thrunite. This one is so new I haven't even opened the box yet. So let's do that together. Show off this new light. They're shipping them in a little different box this time. Usually it comes in a nice box. This one here is more of a sealed, let's just say, less expensive, less elaborate packaging. Comes with the standard USB C charging cable, and here is this light. It is small. What does this one use for a battery, I wonder? There's where the charging port is, right there. Here's our specifications. It features a Cree XP L2 LED. It's an anti-reflective coating. It's an orange peel, ultra clear toughened glass, orange peel reflector. Operates between 2.75 and 4.2 volts. And it's a premium hard anodized body. Weighs 65.5 grams. Has an output in turbo mode of 1022 lumens, and then it drops to 191 lumens. It'll go for a minute and a half, and then it'll run for another 145 minutes. Intensity in high mode, 478 lumens, and then it drops down to 208, and it'll run for 1 minute at that high intensity, and then 150 minutes once it drops down to 208. Infinity low, 13 lumens, 37 hours, and Firefly 0.41 lumens for 15 days, and a strobe 92 lumens for 260 minutes. Distance it will throw the light is 134 meters maximum, has an intensity of 4500 CD, and it's impact resistant for 1.5 meters and 2 meters water resistance. Has a sealed battery in this one. It does not open like previous models, so you can't just change out the battery. And right now it's in lock mode, so if I press the button, it's just going to blink to indicate it's in lock mode. To turn off the lock, you press and hold for 5 seconds. It'll flash. Now it's in Firefly mode. Press it to turn it off, press it, and you're in whatever mode it was left in. To change the brightness, just press and hold the button, and it will go down to the lowest setting, and then it'll gradually go back up to full brightness. And it'll flash to let you know when it's reached the end. To enter Firefly mode, press and hold the tail cap for 5 seconds, and that will put the light on in Firefly mode. When you turn it out and back on, it goes back to the last mode it was in. To lock the flashlight, you press and hold to Firefly mode for 5 seconds. Release the button, press it again for another 5 seconds. It'll blink twice, indicating that the light is now locked. This is the mode you would put the light in if you were carrying it in your baggage or luggage or something, or you didn't want kids playing with it, because it is capable of a very bright light which could damage eyes. And all these LED flashlights, they have a warning that you shouldn't point them in someone's eyes because it can temporarily blind someone. So if you're storing it or not using it, it's a good idea to keep it in lock mode. That way you don't have to worry about the light being left turned on, which of course can produce a lot of heat, and you don't have to worry about kids injuring themselves. To turn it off, Firefly mode, you can just press and hold the button for 5 seconds, and now the light comes on at normal brightness. This one does have a sealed battery in it, so no buying spares for this one. To charge it up, just unscrew the lens, plug it into your favorite USB charger, well, any charger, but plug it into a USB C cable, or use the one that's included and plug it into your regular USB source. The light turns red when it's charging. Once it's fully charged, it turns blue. If we note, the charging current is 0.95 amps, so 950 milliamps is what the battery is being recharged at. So that should charge the battery up, I would think, relatively quickly. probably an hour or so. Protect the battery and the device, or the LED in the driver circuit. We do not recommend you run the light at maximum mode for more than 10 minutes. It's probably going to get pretty warm anyway if you're hanging on to it. The whole entire unit is going to get relatively warm. It's a 1000 milliamp hour battery that is in the unit itself. So charging at 950 milliamps, it should charge, a fully depleted battery should charge in probably about an hour. To answer your question, can it be operated when it's being charged? Yes, it can. Not at full brightness, but at the low level. So if you need to use the light and it's dead, you need it for something, and you've got a USB charger, you can plug it in and it will operate the light while it's charging, but it will not change brightnesses. It's just fixed at one brightness level. When I unplug it, then I can press and hold the button, and the light will increase its brightness. If I'm on full brightness and I plug it in, you'll see that the light level will drop down automatically to the low level. I'll turn it off, but I can turn it back on at low level. This is not Firefly, this is low. Firefly is much lower than this. And as usual, Thrunite offer a 2-year free replacement warranty. If it breaks within 2 years, they will replace it. Amazon offers a 30-day refund for unopened items. And there's a limited lifetime maintenance. If your flashlight's more than 2 years old, they'll provide you with a maintenance service, but you're going to pay for the cost of the parts and freight. But I've had a couple of mine for more than 2 years now, and they get a lot of abuse, and I've never had any fail yet. So anyway, that's a quick look at this one. We're going to I'll show you some shots. I'm going to take some shots outside. I'll take it out, and we'll do some shooting outside with it, and just take a look at what the light pattern looks like, and then we'll conclude this one. So to take a look in the abyss, the darkness, here's the light. Oh, looks like a branch has fallen off of a tree. So shine this up into the trees, into the forest known as my backyard. And as you can see, that's on full power. If I press and hold the button, go down to the dimmest power, and then back up to full power again. It's quite a wide angle. Now that's only about 50 feet away from where I am. Now if I go to turbo mode, if I just double click the button, this is turbo mode, which as you can see is much brighter than the normal mode. It's a nice, fairly wide beam, more of a flood as opposed to a spotlight. And this is a small, pocketable flashlight, a lot smaller than the flashlights that use the 18650, but it still throws off a nice, bright beam. Anyway, that's about it. As you can see, the light is now, I think, gone down to the high setting. I had it on turbo, but it reverts back to high after a couple minutes. If I double click it again, it'll go back to the turbo mode. So turbo mode is timed, and that's to prevent the actual LED from overheating. It's not getting warm at this point. Some flashlights that I've used have gotten excessively hot after only a couple minutes, but this one here is just barely detectable. This is the second cycle of turbo. But certainly will get the job done, that's for sure. Anyway, that's about all for this one. Thanks for watching. Link is in the description. Bye for now.